There are already literally thousands of AI tools customized to endless use cases. ChatGPT barely scratches the surface. I've been doing a deep dive and testing out hundreds of them, and I wanted to highlight some of the most powerful, the craziest, and also the most useful. I want to start with a few that are just mind-blowing. Some of these are in the early stages, but they give you a glimpse of what's to come, so I'll cover those quickly just for fun. Then I'll dive into the really useful ones. NVIDIA has a few amazing AI products. One that's really fun to mess around with is Canvas. You just paint the basic shapes and lines and choose from their palette of materials to create photorealistic landscapes. There are all sorts of presets to change the look and image that you can create. You can even create up to 360-degree panoramas. They also offer an NVIDIA broadcast, which is great for audio and video. It can remove background noise and echoes, replace backgrounds, auto frame, remove noise. All those are great, but it also has a feature that I haven't seen anywhere else, and it's for eye contact. You can be looking off camera at a script or a teleprompter, and it'll edit your eyes as if you were looking directly at the camera the entire time. And no, I'm not using one, see? They also have Omniverse, which is a suite of tools for 3D artists with real-time collaboration. Seriously, NVIDIA is just killing it. Verity is really crazy to me. It's a first text-to-space AI. You can start a text prompt that will generate an entire customizable virtual experience. You can connect different rooms and other virtual spaces together, add objects, and view them from every angle. Technology like this gets me really thinking about some of the craziness that could be coming within the metaverse much sooner than I thought. I'm sure you've seen those text-to-AI image generators, which have also gone incredible. I'll talk about those later, but let's look into a text-to-video generators. The really impressive ones are from Meta and Google. They're not available to the public yet, but Google's Imagine looks absolutely insane, and it's insane what it's actually capable of. As far as the options you can mess around with right now, the best option I've seen is Kaiber. You just type a prompt and you can upload an image or add a prompt, and it'll make these really cool videos. There's room for improvement, but you can generate some really cool stuff. You can even upload a song and define your style to create a music video. Linkin Park used it to create a music video that has 22 million views. Another one is Leapix, which can make photos into animations. It adds depth and makes them look 3D, and you can adjust the angle, the speed, and the animation style. It looks awesome, and it's free to use, but Google seems to be way ahead of the curve. Runway ML just announced their text-to-video software, and it looks incredible. I'll be talking about them more later in the video editing section, but this is the trailer they just released, and it looks good, if not better than Google's. Now we'll take a dive into the more personal. Here's one that really demonstrates how much AI is forcing society to change. It's called Cactus, and it can basically do all of your schoolwork. The AI writer can deliver essays in minutes. It can improve context you've already written, expand sentences, fix grammar. You can format API styles and create citations. There's a similarly powerful section dedicated to STEM fields and another for coding. It does have some wholesome uses like studying, but for those who are using this to write essays, there's already AI detectors out there, but they're really easy to work around now. It doesn't matter if you think this is right or wrong. Kids are going to already be doing this, and there's no way that AI detectors are going to be able to keep up. School is going to have to adapt to the times, not the other way around. I also want to follow up with a tool that's called Wildosia. I may not be a big fan of school, but I'm a massive fan of learning, and Wildosia has been extremely helpful. It creates flashcards on any website, so just instead of passively consuming content online, you can click generate flashcards, and it will receive question and answer flashcards to help you remember what you learned in a specific article. You can then save those in Anki and use their space reception system to counter the forgetting curve, as well as retain information in the long term. I really like this one, and it is a free extension. All right, let's talk about a couple creepy ones real quick. This one's called Rewind. They call it the search engine for your life. It'll remember everything you've seen, said, or heard. It uses mind-boggling compression, so it doesn't take up that much space on your computer. PimEyes uses facial recognition to find every photo of you on the internet. You do have to pay to get the results, and it doesn't search social media sites, but you can find out if your photos are being used anywhere else. Deep nostalgia is a bit creepy to me, but it could have some cool use cases. It adds animations to faces and photos, and it makes the result a little unsettling. It's not far in the future where you'll be able to upload a photo and type whatever prompt you want, and it'll edit into a video with three-dimensionality and a realistic look. Some deepfake technology is already well on its way. DID lets you choose an avatar and visually speak directly to ChatGPT. There are some really cool editing videos that are come out as well. Runway ML has the biggest suite of tools and has some really unique features. With text to color grade, you can type whatever you want in a scene, and it looks like it'll change the color balance for you. Then there's their super slow-mo feature, which is pretty damn good actually. You can turn any video, regardless of the frame rate it was shot in, into slow motion. It'll use the AI to generate the missing frames. In painting, where you can easily remove objects from your videos, they have a lot of imaging tools like expanding images, altering text prompts, colorizing black and white images, convert low resolution to high resolution, and just a bunch of stuff. This one's really cool. It's called their Gen 1, and it's in the testing phase, but it's really crazy. You can alter videos with a prompt or by combining it with different styles based on an image that you upload. So you can say, make this video a claymation, or upload an image and say, add this style to that video. I'm really excited for this one because it's soon to be rolled out. You can actually use all of their tools for free and test them out, but you'll only be able to export them in 720p instead of the 1080p or 4K unless you sign up for the $12 a month, which is pretty reasonable actually. With Luma Labs, you can create photorealistic 3D scenes and assets in seconds. It lets you capture a room or environment and just upload it. Then it'll turn that into a 3D world you can navigate around. If you've ever looked at how this thing was done in the past, there's a massive step forward. It also has the ability to upload photo-real game assets into your phone by any game engine. You may have seen some of these new productivity tools like Superhuman or Merlin that can integrate ChatGPT across different websites and into your email. There are 2 new tools that'll probably eliminate those completely. One was just announced a few days ago and it's called Microsoft 360 Copilot. It brings in the AI across Microsoft's entire software. In Word, it can generate a first draft, shorten or rewrite, and get feedback. In PowerPoint, it can create beautiful presentations from a single prompt. In Excel, you can analyze trends and visualizations and clear your inbox and Outlook and automate repetitive tasks. All of this and much more just using a natural language. Along the same lines as Google's new AI features, they're not out just yet, but I guarantee you they will be soon. There will be AI within Gmail, Google Workspace. It'll draft, summarize, brainstorm, proofread, generate formulas and sheets, create images or presentations. All the same types of features, but for Google, essentially. A lot of this stuff can be great for productivity, but Sam Altman actually summarized some of the weirdness into one tweet. There's something very strange about people writing bullet points having ChatGPT expanded into a polite email, sending it under a ChatGPT to condense into a key bullet points. But as the tools become commonplace, I'm sure we'll start using them in different ways and adapt. Notion implemented AI into their platform, and this was a great move by them. I won't go too much into it because it's pretty straightforward. The same writing and summarizing brainstorming features are available natively within their application, which if you've never used it is one of the leading note-taking apps. So it's great to have the right feature there when you need it. I assume in like another year it's going to be just commonplace to have this feature within a ton of applications, and probably natively as a part of your phone's keyboard to use within. Anyway, now I want to kind of do like a rapid fire through a few that are really cool but don't need a very long explanation. Whisk Labs makes your memory immersive. It can convert your videos into 3D by using an augmented or virtual reality. AutoDraw lets you draw faster. You just start drawing and it'll guess what you're trying to draw and choose from other options. It's really handy when you're trying to get some quick graphics that look nice. With Reimagined Home, you can test out different setups for interior design or exterior design and see what a new couch would look like, or maybe some new hardwood floors. Do Not Pay is the world's first robot lawyer. It has a huge list of legal situations it can help you out with. SoundRaw is one of the coolest music generators I've ever seen. You can make music for YouTube videos, podcasts, or ads, or whatever. You can just choose from all the different styles and then customize the energy levels throughout the song and then sync it up with the aspects of your video you need for different moods. You can even choose which instruments you want in different sections, where you want fills or just a melody. You can choose mood, theme, genre, length, tempo, instrumentation. It's really custom. Now this one is $19.99 per month if you do want to use the Merchant commercially, which most people do. The best free option I've seen is Newbert. It's not as customizable, but you can still get some really good stuff, and you'll have to add attribution to be able to use it. ElevenLabs is one of the best voice clone tools I've tried, resulting in some of the most realistic sounding voices. You can upload recordings of your own voice and then feed it a script, and it'll speak in your own voice with the same pauses and intonations. You'll change the inflection and the emotion based on the content. Pretty crazy how good this is now. There are a lot of options for text to image generation, and they're getting insane. Obviously the top 3 are Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, and DALL-E. Midjourney is probably my favorite out of all the image generators, although it does take the most steps to get started, since it's all operated within Discord. And you simply just use commands in the chat prompt to use it. If you've never used Discord, it'll take a little bit to get started, but it's a great time if you want to try it out. You can get some really cool stuff, but if you really want to take a deep dive into the prompt, you can get incredible images that are just how you envision them in any style you want, from photography to painting to graphic design, whatever. You just ask it. I won't dive into the prompt engineering side because it's pretty in-depth and there is a learning curve, but definitely watch some of the other videos on it. It's a ton of fun. There's an entire category of AI art right now, and I will throw in the caveat saying that this is definitely a gray area as far as copyright. These are trained on existing artists and styles, and that's what they're using a lot of the times to generate a lot of these images. There's a company called Glaze developing technologies to interfere with AI models' ability to read their data. Like I said before, you can think what you want about this stuff. It's not going to go away though. Now, a few in the realm of business, although most of these have applications outside of business as well, there are some insane website creators that you can just simply put a business idea from a single prompt and they'll design the entire landing page, email lists with subscriber management tools, and just come up with a brand name, a logo, and copy just within a few minutes. It's a crazy time saver, and there are some sites that do the same thing. There's Mixo and Sidekick that you can just jump on and test for free. Obviously, these websites aren't going to have a ton of functionality, but it's awesome for like testing out ideas. Just let me type in a product idea and it'll create your full site in minutes. And then you can run some ads, drive traffic to it however you want, and then see how many people sign up to the email list. You'll be able to gauge how much demand there is before you build the full site and the product. Now, there are a lot of options for writing copy, long or short form. And the one that tends to come out on top in most people's minds, especially long form, is Jasper. It optimizes for SEO without plagiarism. You can do copy for Facebook ads and help ideas get written in 25 languages. It's all around one of the best writing tools out there, and you can get your first 10,000 words for free to try it out. There are a lot of other competitors that have similar features, but with different specialities. To name a few, there's Copy AI, which is very similar and have a focus on converting sales copy. Writesonic has a ton of great templates. Moonbeam is geared more towards long-form writing like essays, lesson plans, and newsletters. There are a lot of others, but those are the best that I've tried out. Nuka is a great website for trying to get your branding logo. You just type in a business name and choose a few logos you like with some colors, and it'll generate hundreds of logos for you to choose from and customize further. There are sites like Poly AI that have AI voice assistants to answer incoming calls. It says it resolves about 50% of customer needs without ever needing them to speak to an actual human being. With Synthesia, you can choose an avatar and custom AI voice to deliver any script you upload. This is great for things like training products or how-to videos. Tome is amazing. It can just do full presentations based on a single prompt. Just type in your subject and a brief description, and then Tome will generate images and engaging text and just wrap it all in a nice, beautiful story for you. Then it's very easily customizable from that. Of course, it's not going to be perfect on the first try, but it gives you an insanely good skeleton to work with. You can just reword and add information from there. And last but not least, it's future tools. This was important to add because new tools are coming out of the market at an insane rate. A video like this one will probably be out of date very, very quickly. And Future Tools is an easy searchable database of all the AI tools that are out, with new ones being added every single day. There are other sites like it, but this is the one that I found easiest to navigate. You can go on here and search by categories they have listed, as well as search for something specific. If there is a tool I mentioned in the video that you think sounds interesting, I'd recommend checking here and seeing if there are other similar tools, and then just comparing the two. Especially if you're watching this video far into the future, because there'll probably be new tools out in a week from now. So you can go here and spend some time searching through the entire database and explore. I guarantee you'll find some tools to help you improve your life, whether it's at your job or a business you run or your personal life or just with creativity or any avenue. Anyways, that's pretty much it. See ya.